the World 2020 champions India.
This one team which is actually known for their bowling. Also, the way they played in Asia Cup, it was actually really well. But in Super Fours, something happened with them. They didn't, play that well, and then they lost their matches. But their defeat against Pakistan in Asia Cup was so close. But all in all, if you see this squad, Chetan, it seems that they lack that experience. They have the quality, they have the potential, but somewhere or the other, that experience of big tournaments seems lacking. What do you have to say about it? Do you feel the same, or there's something else with the squad?
I think there are a couple of points. I think the experience bit is yes there, but you also have to remember that they have somebody like a Mohammad Nabi, they have somebody like a Rashid Khan, Mujibur Rahman. These are players who are playing T20 cricket throughout the year. They're playing in different tournaments, different leagues, if you can say that, different teams. They're talking to different players, and we're seeing a lot of these Afghanistan players play for a lot of different T20 leagues across the world. तो एक्सपीरियंस की तो कमी नहीं है. इन टर्म्स ऑफ सिचुएशन की अगर हम बात करें तो एक्सपीरियंस की कमी नहीं है. एक्सपीरियंस की कमी कहाँ पे है? वो साथ में खेल के जीत दर्ज करने की, वहां पे एक्सपीरियंस की कमी है. एंड समटाइम्स आई फील दैट दे आर नॉट पुलिंग टुगेदर एज अ साइड. They are pulling together as individuals who are pulling their side in their direction. तो राशिद खान इस डायरेक्शन में जा रहे हैं, नबी इस डायरेक्शन में जा रहे हैं. There are couple, पिछले साल तक there were couple other senior players वो इस डायरेक्शन में जा रहे हैं. So they are pulling their team but not in the same direction. There seems to be a lack of a unity. They want to do well for their team, for their nation, and of course everybody wants to do that. But it's just that a lack of clear path, a lack of direction, a lack of unity is sometimes felt. मैं ये नहीं कह रहा हूँ कि है, unity नहीं है. I'm saying a lack of unity is sometimes felt from those watching from the outside, and that is sometimes holding this Afghanistan side back. आप उनका bowling attack देख लीजिए. For all conditions, they have a really good bowling attack. आप मोहम्मद नबी हैं, राशिद खान हैं, मुजीबुर रहमान हैं, आपका spin जो है properly balanced हो गया है. And their pace attack is also not really that bad, because they have bowlers who can hit the deck hard, really broad shoulders, really strong upper bodies. They can run in fast, they can bowl well. So their bowling attack is actually very good. Their batting is sometimes which lets them down, and that's also something that we saw in Asia Cup. ये हमने चीज last year के World Cup में भी देखी. वो हर टीम को restrict कर रहे थे, लेकिन जहां पे 150 170 भी बनाने होते थे तो वहां पे उनकी बैटिंग नहीं चल रही थी. When we talk about experience of those T20 leagues, I think mostly they're all-rounders. And when I say all-rounders, lower order all-rounders. They don't have a Ben Stokes type of all-rounder who is a really ferocious batsman and then he bowls and fields as well. उनके जो all-rounder हैं, they are like Mujibur Rahman and Mohammad Nabi, who are essentially bowlers who can also bat in the lower order, जहाँ पे आपको 15 बॉल पे 30 रन बना के दे देंगे, 40 रन बना के दे देंगे. So upper order is where they are really weak. Their batting really needs to define itself. And जहाँ पे हम लीग्स की बात करते हैं, जहाँ पे उनके लोअर ऑर्डर ऑलराउंडर्स खेल रहे हैं या स्पिन बॉलर्स खेल रहे हैं, इतने ज्यादा उनके बल्लेबाज जो हैं वो नहीं खेल रहे हैं. You have Ramanullah Gurbaz. I think he can be a really influential player. He's a wicket-keeper batsman for them. लेकिन जहां तक हम बात करें, नजीबुल ज़दरान हैं, लास्ट ईयर उन्होंने यूएई में बहुत जबरदस्त खेला था. उसके अलावा आप देखें हजरतुल्लाह ज़ज़ाई, वो भी काफी influential हो सकते हैं. He bats at number 3 or number 4. But having said that, these players are not getting that much exposure in those leagues, and I think that is where Afghanistan perhaps lacking just a bit.
Yeah, and you mentioned about bowlers, and I was also talking about they're well known for their bowling attack. But if you have to name 2-3 bowlers who are the strongest in this squad, who it would be, and that would actually take it to the strength of this team.
Okay, see, Mohammad Nabi is obviously one of those 3 bowlers. यहाँ पे ना ये थोड़ा सा balance बना के चलना पड़ेगा spin और pace में. You have Mujibur Rahman, you have Mohammad Nabi, and you have Rashid Khan. Now these 3 will compensate for your spin, but do you really need 3 spinners on those Australian pitches? Not sure. Absolutely. Last year UAE में you had that balance in the side, you had these spinners. ठीक है, but Australia में do you need them? You look at the pacers, and I think एक नाम यहाँ पे देखिए जो आपके standby players mein hain Gulbuddin Naib. I think he can be a really useful all-rounder. He's really nice guns. He has the wicket lete hai na, so he kisses his guns. Really nice celebration. I think he can be a really good player, but he's in the standby. And uske alawa, then it becomes impossible to see कि क्या आपका balance आ रहा है, pace और spin में. But okay, let's see. You have Fazal Haq Faruqi. He was really impressive. जब आप बात करें IPL की, उसके अलावा कैस अहमद है, आपके पास अजमतुल्ला उमरजाई हैं. These bowlers are going to win you the World Cup? Perhaps not. So Afghanistan has a dependency on their spin, not so much on their pace. It's about getting that balance together. I thought Gulbuddin Naib should have been in this squad. Rahmat Shah is another of those players who could have been in this squad, but for some reason they feel that they are in the standby. They're better in the standby. So, okay.